The Influence Tribe, episode number 31.
Mark Zuckerberg blessed you. Offering me a cell phone. You don't even need a computer. You can just do it on your cell phone. That's it. So if you got a cell phone you don't even need a Wi-Fi. You can have a 3G or 4G connection and a dream. You could build a business.
Hey, Influence Tribe. Now, you can take away every tool in my business, but the one thing I can't live without is my email list. Aweber is the #1 trusted autoresponder for over 120,000 small business, network, internet, and affiliate marketers. Now, right now, you have the opportunity to try out your first month for free. Just go to theinfluencetribe.net, click on the Aweber banner to get started today. Get your prospects to know, like, and trust you with the best autoresponder out there. Head on over to theinfluencetribe.net today and click on the banner to claim your first month for free.
If you want success in internet marketing, you just have to follow what real internet marketers do.
Now, what do I have to do to get you into this website today?
Right here, you're going to learn strategies, tips, and inspiring stories from up-and-coming internet marketers and current rock stars. Welcome to the Influence Tribe, presented by your hosts, Miguel Fuentes and Scott Lindstrom.
Nice, huh?
All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Influence Tribe show on this wonderful Friday. We want to welcome all of our viewers that are catching this live or on the replay at theinfluencetribe.com. Put your questions down below. Give us a shout out. We'd also like to welcome all of our podcast listeners out there. So if you're getting value from this show, head on over to iTunes, like, subscribe, and give us a 5-star review. So before we kick things off tonight, I just got to ask, Mike, are you ready to become a massive influencer tonight?
Born ready.
Awesome. Mike Anthony is a returning guest. Just head on over to our YouTube channel and you'll be able to see all the past episodes. That's when we were formerly the Dream Team. We've since then rebranded ourselves. He was born originally in Queens, New York, and is currently residing in wonderful Jersey City, New Jersey. Mike joined his first MLM back in 2012 and then found MLSP that same year. And he's been proud to obtain the leadership of L4. And if you don't know what that is, there's 6 leader levels right now. He is number 4 on the list, and he's attained that through hard work and dedication, which we get to hear a little bit about tonight. His specialty for getting leads is through Facebook. So I'm excited to get tonight's episode rocking and rolling. But before I do, I want to turn it over to Miguel Fuentes, who is going to tell you who the Influence Tribe is and a little bit about what we do. So, Miguel, take it away, sir.
Right on, Scott. Thanks, man. It's always a pleasure, as always, to be out here on a Friday night. I'm especially excited to have Mike Anthony on with us this evening. He's a high-energy guy, and you'll see what I'm talking about here when he does come on and start sharing his story, which I'm super excited about. Before I do, what are we about? Guys, we're about leadership. We're about creating leadership in your business, inside of you, through the correct mindset, the correct strategies, being around the right people. And we are the right people. Tonight, we're hanging out with Mike Anthony. He is an L4 leader. That is an amazing accomplishment. I can't wait to hear what he has to say. When you are ready to start getting some results in your business, there's a huge yellow button on the side of the page that says, yes, I'm ready to get started. If you're watching this on the influencetribe.com, click that yellow button, fill out the form, get in touch with one of us. Let's rock and roll. Let's grow your business. Let's make you a leader. Mike, please come out for those folks that don't know who you are and share your story. Tell us how you came into the industry.
Great. Thank you guys for having me out. Miguel, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. And, you guys, I've been watching this Influence Tribe. I've been watching you guys, Miguel and Scott. I don't know. We've been in, I think the first time I came out was more than a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago. I don't remember when you guys started, when you first was starting out with the Dream Team. I came out, this is my 3rd time. I'm really excited, and I'm so proud of what you guys created here. I see this. When I look at the Influence Tribe, when I think of the Influence Tribe and everything that you guys have done, a lot of the webinars you've done, you know what I see? I see a movement. I see a movement, an influence movement of 2 guys that are out there on a movement. And they're out there, they're interviewing the top people in the industry, the top online network marketers in the industry. And you never know, they just keep going. They just keep coming back. They just keep going. They just keep coming back. Today I did a live stream. And I'll get into my story in a minute, but I just got to talk about what I want to talk about right now.
Fair enough.
Today I did a live stream, and my live stream, the title of it, and it was my Happy Friday show. It was episode 63. The show doesn't go on for me. The show goes on for the people. And the title of it was Consistency is the Key to Online Success. I tried to shoot my show today 5 times, okay? I was in New York City and Manhattan. I was doing a couple things. I was traveling around. And I was trying to shoot it just so I can have some background. 5 times I tried. For some reason, I don't know what it was, my cell phone service, maybe the towers were down or something, but it kept shutting me off 30 seconds in. So I literally did my live stream like maybe an hour ago because I got busy. After that, I was busy with my day, teammates, coaching, training, all that stuff that I have going on. I didn't feel like doing a live stream at 8:20 when I normally do it at 12 o'clock or 11:30 a.m. Consistency is the key to online success. Now, why do I say consistency is the key to online success? Because I see a lot of posers, a lot of fagazis, all right? If you don't know what that means fake. That means fake in like New York Italian. A fagazi.
That was going to be my question.
A lot of fagazis, all right? A lot of fagazis. So what do I mean by fagazis? They do a 30-day video challenge, right? They're going hard. They're doing their video challenge, and then it's over. They don't get the results they want. And then you look at their profile on Facebook, and they didn't post in 2 months. They do a blogging challenge. They do maybe 30 blog posts, 30 days in a row. And then all of a sudden, you never see a blog post for 3 months, 4 months. Consistency is the key to online success. Now, why is that? Because your prospects, the people that are watching you, when you start doing your video channel, and say you do really good videos, you might even have really cool stuff where you're like on vacation and you're doing some cool videos, or you're all fired up because you're in some kind of training or mastermind. So you're sharing really cool stuff and people are getting a lot of value from your videos, right? But for some reason, you didn't make the money you thought you were going to make. Why? Because those prospects that you were getting interested in your business, they're watching you. They're like, I like this guy. I like John Smith. I like him. I like his videos. They're good. Is he the real deal, Mac Daddy Holyfield? You know what I mean? Is he the real deal? If I join him today in this business, will he be here 2 months from now? Or is he going to be in something else? Is he going to promote this and then he's going to be promoting that and promoting that? They're watching. The streets are watching. Like we like to say in New York style, the streets are watching. They might like you. You might have attracted people. That 30-day video challenge was friggin' awesome. They loved it. They liked you. They did everything. They were conversating with you, but they didn't join you yet, right? Because they're watching. They don't even know they're doing this. It's subconscious. It's subconscious. I do this myself, but I don't do it in the same way that a newbie would. If you're a fan of my fan page or you watch one of my videos, you can't get rid of me. Everywhere you look, you're like, your freaking videos are in my face because I'll chase you around the freaking internet until you buy something. Because I do custom audiences. There has not been one day, and I make a lot of my money off of my free Facebook strategy. I would say 80% or 90% of my sales come from my free Facebook strategy. My paid Facebook strategy is long-term. It's a long-term investment. It's almost like a 401k plan on the internet because I'm doing it in a way I'm not really trying to convert. I'm just building an audience. You know what I mean? I'm building an audience. That's how I like to think about it. People come to me all the time. They're like, Mike, everywhere I freaking look, I see your face. I go, that's because you watch one of my videos or click the link of mine and you can't get rid of me. They're like, I see you on newspaper links because now with Facebook, they have the audience networks, right? So if you're like on CNN or something like that and you're watching like CNN and it's part of the audience, if you're watching it on your iPad, my video will pop up. If you're like a fan of mine or you clicked on my link, I'm like, this son of a bitch. You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't leave me alone. Why do I do that? Because consistency is the key to online success. I'm in your face no matter what, every day. It doesn't matter. You are going to see me until you buy from me or block me. I don't give a shit. Okay? And I'm sorry for cursing on here. I know you guys are straight edge type of guys, I know you guys are straight edge.
You're from Brooklyn. We knew what we were getting into.
I can't help it. I can't help it. I'm just being real. So, and I know I'm going off course here, but this is very important. I mean, especially you guys are promoting MLSP, you're promoting online marketing. I mean, I'm making a huge statement here. Like for people that are, posers that don't realize that. And I'm not saying that to hurt your feelings if you're a poser. But if you're doing your first 30-day video challenge, you're a poser until you stick around longer than that. So you're around a year, so you're around 2 years, so you're still creating the content. So consistency is the key to online success. I learned this. How did I learn this? By not being consistent. That's really how I learned it. I mean, like, it doesn't take a brain surgeon, to figure this out. I mean, I did a video challenge and then I I did a 90-day video challenge when I decided that I was going to get serious with the internet, you know. And this is after I found it. I mean, I found MLSP back in 2012 when I got into network marketing. And then I wound up quitting. I learned a little stuff. I was one of those posers. I did some ads for 3 months and then I just disappeared. That was me. And I'll never tell you a story about something that I didn't experience myself or didn't do myself. I was a poser. I mean, literally, you can take a picture of my face and post it on Facebook and say poser. You know, that's me. I was a poser. So I did 3 months of ads. I wasted some money. I didn't know what I was doing. I wasn't all in. I wasn't consistent. And I quit. So a couple of years later, I got a little like courage or whatever. And I did a 90-day video challenge. 90 days. I really did it. So that was one of the good things about it. Because number one, in those 90 days, I became really good on video. So that's a good thing, right? You become good on video through the repetition, right? Repetition, repetition, repetition. Repetition is the mother of skill, right? So I did 90-day video challenge, right? I only made $75. I blogged. I did 59 blog posts. So in the beginning, I was doing videos and blogs. After the 59th day, I just almost died, so I couldn't do the blogs anymore. So I just kept with the videos, right? And then after I was done with the 90-day video challenge, I passed out and slept for 3 months and quit. You know, wow. I only made $75, right? I was like, maybe it's not for me. Maybe it's not in the stars. You know, God doesn't want this business for me. God doesn't want internet marketing for me. I did 90 videos. I did what the gurus told me to do, and I didn't make any money. Consistency is the key to online success. Now, if I just kept coming back, if I said, you know what, all right, 90 videos is a little too much. I mean, in a row, you know, it was a little too much. If I would have said after those 90 days, I said, you know, I'm going to take a 2-week break, revive myself, get strong, and came back and even did all those people that were following. I had people following me. I just didn't make any money. People were liking, they were commenting, they were following me. I was getting leads, but I didn't make any money yet because consistency is the key to online success. So if I would have just took the 2-week break, right, and then started creating 1 video a week, just like consistent, like something new, just once a week, I would have crushed it because that 90-day of work was still out there. All those videos, all that stuff. And then now I'm still consistent. They're like, oh, shit, let me see what he's doing.
First question I wanted to ask is right along that line. Like, I really want to know what your breakthrough strategy was. Like, what did you do that you actually started making more than $75 and it propelled you into the full-time success?
Yeah, this is how it happened. I was still like, I always was amazed with Facebook because I always felt like everyone was on Facebook. You know, even when I first learned online marketing, when I was back in MLSP in 2012, my first 3 months, I did Facebook ads. I was just amazed with it because I just always felt making money on Facebook, that's so cool. So why would I even waste my time on something else? I know that you can get better leads on some things like Instagram and things like that. But I just was like, I'm going to focus on Facebook. That's it. I'm already in the game. When I got back in the game and got serious, I started doing some Facebook advertising. I was doing like campaigns, okay? So I was doing like campaigns, and I was spending like $25 a day. I was putting it on credit cards. I went into debt. I mean, I did all the wrong things that anybody should ever do. Going into debt, I got into like with coaching, information products, over $30,000 in debt. I mean, like I climbed and clawed my way out of debt to learn this industry, okay? Internet marketing and network marketing. I bought some information courses in there, but I started with a credit card and I started doing $25 like campaigns on Facebook. So I was getting people to like my fan page for more online marketing training for the network marketing industry, right? So I started doing $25 ad and it was like a good ad. I was getting likes for like 50, 60, 70 cents. And I'm like, all right. So I did that and I got like, I don't know, 500 likes. And I'm like, so now what do I do with these people? I got 500 likes. How the hell do I even make any money? What the hell? Why am I getting these people to like my page? They don't even see any of my posts. I'm spending all this money getting people to like my fan page, and I post and I get 1 like. What the hell am I doing here? So what happened was I started messaging the people that were liking my page. And through the inspiration of desperation, I started to figure some things out. So what happened was I was getting all these likes, and I started messaging, and I started doing webinars too. I was taking massive action, you know what I mean? So I started getting likes. I got about 500 likes, and I said, you know what? I'm going to do a webinar, and I'm going to teach people how I got 500 likes. That was my first strategy. I got 500 likes. Now, I failed for 3 years, never did nothing. But all of a sudden, through that failure, I started to realize that I had enough feedback and failure and been around the industry long enough where I realized the value of a result. Even if it wasn't even a sale, the value of a result. I've been around long enough watching, gurus, watching advertisements, been around long enough to realize that. So I knew how to talk about a result. I wasn't making any money yet. I got 500 Facebook likes. And I did my first webinar. I said, how I got my first 500 Facebook likes. Doesn't take an Einstein to figure out how to do this kind of stuff. I got a result and I taught people how I did it. This is not brain surgery here. And when I did the webinar, all I did was promote a post up to those 500 likes, and I got a couple people on. I think 5 or 6 people joined the webinar. Okay. That webinar, I'm trying to think, I think I even made a sale on that webinar. I did make a sale. I was 3 years of failure, but I figured some things out along that way, right? Through that feedback, through that failure, I kind of knew how to structure some things. Even though I never got results, I kind of just knew what I was doing in some ways, right? So I'm not going to say I'm an overnight success because I'm not. I'm an overnight failure. So 3 years, boom, start marketing online seriously, get 500 likes, do a webinar, get a sale. It was like a $19 front end sale. It wasn't my Lead System Pro, it was something else. $19 front end. I made a $19 sale on that webinar. And then the next week, I'm like, I'm just going to keep doing webinars every week and keep talking about how I'm getting likes. Well, why? This is what I'm doing. Let me just do it. The next week, I said, what if I started messaging the people that are liking my fan page? So I was having I was doing a weekly webinar, and all I was doing was sharing my results on that webinar as I was growing. How I got 700 likes, how I got 1,000 likes. I just kept going with it. I kept running with it. And then when I was getting sales, how I got sales from getting 500 likes. I just kept growing that result, What I started to do when I started messaging people, I would say, hey, Jen, thanks for liking my fan page. I have no idea if you would like to learn how I got 500 likes in the last 3 weeks on my fan page. However, I'm doing a free training webinar this Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. Let me know if you'd like to register. And I started doing that, copy and paste, boom, boom, just replacing the name of the person. And all of a sudden, my webinar started to get bigger. And then all of a sudden, I got 15 people on my webinar, and I made 3 sales. Then I started talking about how I brought in 3 new members. I just kept changing the webinar, and it kept growing. I just got a result, and I kept growing it and growing. And this is what I teach people with my Lead System Pro. I had a lady the other day, and I'm still upset about it because I didn't even I held myself back because I'm like, Mike, you got a bit of a brand now. You got to be careful what you do, right? They'll screenshot you. You know what I mean? You got to be careful. And I have my own little coaching program that I was attaching to my Lead System Pro, and I was doing other things on it. Some people, I just sell my coaching program. If they have some skills already, they've been in internet marketing for a little while, they know how to get leads, I'll just go straight up with my leaderboard formula program with them. But some people never did nothing. Right? They never generated a lead. They never do nothing. And when I see a person like that, I'm like, I got a lot of work to do. They need to get into my Lead System Pro and learn how to even generate a lead. Because for me to help them, they got to understand capture pages, autoresponder. I sell my program directly to people that understand that, because then it's all right, they know the basis. Now we're just trying to get them leads and we're trying to, But if you don't even know that part, I don't have the time to sit there with you and just I'm not setting nothing up for you. I'm only there to coach you. I'm not a setup guy. I'm a coach. A lot of my journey was done through info products, right? So my Lead System Pro, other companies, info products. That was my basis, right? But I would say when I invested in a coach, and I invested in a paid traffic coach. I invested in a coach. I was in 15 grand in credit card debt and put another 12 grand on the credit card. Number one, I think the investment was more important than the coach, by the way, because the investment put my back against the wall. And then I had the coach and I had to succeed, right? So the investment, so if you just get in something, is it only $25 to get in? All right, I'll give it a try. I already know they're going to fail. If they haven't created results, now if someone that knows what they're doing gets in for a low price, that's different. But if you never created results and you only got $50 on the line, $100 on the line, you gotta have a resolve to stay in if you haven't got your back against the wall, or something else in your life must be going on that's pushing you to keep coming back. I started to figure out that my messaging, I get more opt-ins. So I was literally sending out maybe, I was getting 20 likes a day, 20 messages, 10 or 11 of them will respond, and then 6 or 7 of them say yes. So that's 7 leads, right? 7 leads there. And then I said to myself, I'm like, wow, all right. So I'm spending $25 away on likes. They're liking my fan page. Plus I'm getting 7 or 8 of them to opt into my webinar through my messaging. what if I figured out how to do this on my free personal profile for free? And that's when I took it to the next level. That's when I blew up. When I figured out, I took a paid strategy and I learned from the messaging I was doing, because I pay for these likes, that I have to figure out a way to convert these people. I have to figure out a way. There was the inspiration of desperation. I figured out how to do stuff on my free profile. And then what I started doing was, because I was a member of a lot of home business groups, the people that were adding me, because you get added by network marketers all the time when you're in a lot of groups, you're connected to people. What if I just send the same message to the people that are adding me, but I look at their profile, I screen them to see if they're real deal, and then when they were screened and they looked like they were network marketed, they looked decent, I'm saying, thanks for adding me. I've been getting 25 to 50 likes a day on my Facebook fan page. I'm having a webinar this Thursday. I have no idea if you'd like to learn how to get 25 to 50 free likes a day on your fan page. Let me know if you'd like to register. And then all of a sudden I went from 7 or 8 on my fan page to doing 10 to 15 on my personal profile. And now I'm getting 20 to 25 leads a day. Justice Egan, who's my sponsor, I'm giving him a shout out here. Justice Egan told me one thing, and he was my sponsor back in 2012. I quit and then rejoined MLSP again back in 2015. Justice Egan told me something I never forgot. He goes, if you can learn how to get 25 targeted leads a day, you'll change your life. And that's what happened. The real thing that took me to even the next level. Now we're even going where I'm making, I'm having where I'm making $3,000 in a day. You know what I mean? Like, took me to the next level. So I started doing the webinars and I was sharing links to different things, My Lead System Pro, another business, whatever I'm promoting, whatever, I was sharing links. And then what I said is, you know what? I'm not going to share any links to talk about companies. You guys might even learn something from this here. All right. I said, I'm not going to talk about companies. What I started to do is I started to get people to schedule a phone call with me for a free coaching session or a free strategy session. And that's when everything changed. So I started doing webinars, getting people on the webinars and getting them to do a strategy session. Then I went from doing 1 or 2 sales a week to 4 sales a week. Then I said, the hell, we're waiting for the webinar. Why don't I have a webinar and make it automated and have them apply to talk to me before they even get on the webinar? What an Einstein idea. I mean, all it was I was doing webinars to get people on the webinar, to get them on the phone. Once I figured out I can make more sales if I don't promote a company, I just get them on the phone, right? I said, you know what? I'm just going to make that webinar automated, have a button underneath it where they can apply for that phone call, but I'm going to get them to apply for the phone call when they register for the webinar. Because I realized most people watch the replay, they don't come on live, and then I just blew up. I don't know if you guys remember in the summertime of 2016 when you were seeing me bring in 3, 4, 5 trial. You're like, what the hell is this guy doing? And I haven't been on here in a while. I don't think I've been on here since then. I don't remember. Last summer, Live the Dream. I was bringing in 2, 3, 4 trial members a day. You know how I was doing it? They were opting in for my webinar that was automated. So now I'm inviting people to an automated webinar. I'm not even doing nothing anymore. I had like 8 recordings. I'm giving away all my secrets here. And they're opting in for the automated webinar, and then they're applying. So I literally was having 2 or 3 phone calls a day. The people, I make them schedule appointments on my calendar. Like, I'm not doing nothing. It's all scheduled, and I'm just picking up the phone and I'm closing. I was closing 2 or 3 trial members a day. So that's what really took me to the next level. Learning how to get 25 leads a day and figuring out how to get them on the phone to make it simple.
We're going to get right back to our show. But first, just a quick important announcement.
Hey, what's going on, Influence Tribe? Do you want 2017 to be the game changer in your business? Then you need to attend this event called Live the Dream in Austin, Texas on August 11th through the 13th. This is an awesome 3-day event where you can learn from multiple 6- and 7-figure income earners. It's very simple. Just head on over to ltd.theinfluencetribe.net. That's ltd.theinfluencetribe.net.
Are you getting tons of value? Yeah! See, we told you. Be sure to head over to iTunes to like and subscribe. The Influence Tribe.
In the beginning, we all struggle. What is something you had to overcome early in your business to succeed?
All right, so I struggled a lot with offline marketing. Believe it or not, I recruited a couple people, friends and family, when I first got started in the industry. Some, my 2 best friends, my brother and my mom, 5 or 6 people my first 2 months. After that, I went 2 years, I didn't recruit anyone. And I worked hard. I mean, I was cold calling realtors. I was going to networking events. I was trying to meet people. And, and I made a list of all my friends and family. and I couldn't recruit anyone. And the problem with me was I was sort of like working my way up in corporate America, and I sort of left my friends behind. You know, I'm from New York. I live in New Jersey now, only 40 minutes away, but from where I grew up. I'm a mile outside of Manhattan, but I grew up in Staten Island, New York, originally born in Queens. So I'm not around there. So all of a sudden I joined this business and I'm calling everyone. They're like, where you been for 10 years? You know what I mean? So I had a struggle with traditional network marketing. So I would say I struggled the most with that. And then I started to and I did all these other strategies. I tried to avoid online marketing in every way. I mean, I got into MLSP. I tried it for 2 or 3 months, didn't get the results I wanted. And I just avoided it like the plague and started doing all these cold market strategies, and I got no results from it. So I would say one of the biggest struggles were once I like realized that all these cold market strategies with these strangers that have no idea who I am, I have no relationship with them, even though people teach this stuff in courses. Let me know how it works out for you. Go out and try to recruit some strangers that have no idea who you are. Even though there's people cold market prospecting, you know what I mean? Because you know what it is? It works if you've already created a result. Now, if you're already making $10,000 a month, you make it $50,000 a month, you have a prior, and you talk to some stranger you met at a networking event, and then you reach out to them, you do it the right way, build a rapport, and then you call them, maybe you get their business card, and you ask if they're open to a business. And then when you show them a business, like that very business you're about to watch right now, I make 30 grand a month in that business. Of course it's going to work if you're a leader already and you have results. But if you're just getting started, cold market, you got a long way to go, my friend, unless you have a good upline that's going to help you. I didn't have an upline to help me bring these people in. I was just me by myself, you know? So the one thing I struggled with was trying to recruit offline in the cold market for 2 years. I think I recruited 2 people in 2 years. They quit in like a day, you know? So it was just like 2 years making no money, right? After I got my 5 or 6 friends and family in. And then I knew that I needed to go online. I'm like, there's people making money online. I'm watching them. I had been in my lead system pro, so I knew who the leaders were. I was avoiding it. I was kind of, who am I? And my biggest hang up was, who am I? That was my biggest challenge. And really, I think how I overcame it is just because I just got myself in just so much debt and so much shit. I was like, I have to succeed. And I just turned the video camera on and I just started speaking my vision into the camera. I just didn't care anymore. I was like, it doesn't get much worse than this. You know, I'm failing for what can get worse than failing for 3 years, killing yourself trying? You know, like it doesn't get much worse than this. And I just started just sharing. The thing that got me results and even got me to where I am right now is I learned how to get leads from my lead system pro. And once I learned how to get leads, I started talking about it. It was my result. I made no money. I didn't make nothing, but I started teaching people how I did it. And that's what created, and then throughout me teaching, I started getting more confidence and I started sharing my personality and being different and being my own, and it just attracted people to me. But if I never learned how to get leads, I would have never made any money. So that's getting a result. It could be a little one, 5 leads, and teaching people how you did it. Someone upset me about a couple of days ago. And I was talking about this story earlier, Miguel. I don't know if you remember this. So she got involved in my leaderboard formula program. And I'm not going to say her name. But she got involved in my leaderboard formula program. But I put her right into MLSP. We didn't do the coaching because she had no idea how to do anything online. She never generated a lead, never did anything. She gets in the back office. She goes through I go, this is your first step. Go through the back office training. My leaderboard formula, you're not ready for it. I said, what I want you to do is go through the back office of my lead system pro, go through the training, and then I have a training for them. I teach them my message strategy on Facebook and how to use the MLSP giveaways to get leads. Like you use like the Ray Higdon webinars and all that stuff. I teach them how to do it. People get leads when they do exactly what I tell them to do. So I'm teaching her how to do that. She goes through that. She looks in the back office, and in the back office says, these leads are property of MLSP. Yeah, I know they send them emails, but you could take those contacts and put them into your autoresponder, because I don't teach them how to use the autoresponder right away because I feel like they could just get stuck there. So what I teach people is how to get your first 100 leads with MLSP. And what I say is through the process of you generating 100 leads with MLSP, doing what I teach you, you're going to become so good at what you're doing that you're going to be able to teach someone how to do it. And that's when you're going to start making money. And that's what I do. So she went through that. She saw property of MLSP. She winds up quitting. She calls me. I'm on the phone with someone else. I answer the phone. I'm like, hey. And she goes, oh, hey, Mike, what's up? I'm like, can I call you right back? I'm on the phone with someone. She was in MLSP like 2 or 3 weeks. I call her back 10 minutes later, leave a message. She doesn't answer or whatever. 2 days later, she cancels. When someone cancels, I don't message them. Bye. You know, I'm too busy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you canceled. Like, I'm here for you. I'm creating all this value. You're lucky. I mean, if I'm giving you all this value for just the MLSP Mastery membership, where I got my program there, I'm going to be letting you in my program. I just blessed you. You quit? Peace. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have time for you. So I actually reached out to her recently, just kind of going through my old buyers. I have this little business I'm doing. So I reached out to her. I'm like, hey, how's it going? I saw you canceled. No big deal, whatever. She sends me a message like this week. Yeah, you know, you have a bad reputation. I'm like, what? All this stuff I flipped and I held myself back. She goes, you know, I trusted you. I got into My Lead System Pro. I should have got the trial, whatever. It says the property is MLSP. I'm like, you don't get it. My Leaderboard Formula program is unbelievable knowledge. But if you don't even know how to generate even one lead, you're not going to get value from it. So I'm using My Lead System Pro as a way for you to learn how to generate leads. And then she's like, yeah, but it's all about MLSP. I'm like, you don't understand. Are you ready to create your own webinar right now? Are you ready to create your own training right now? Are you ready to create your own opt-in, your own funnel? No, you're not. That's where MLSP comes in, because they have free giveaways that you could be a complete newbie. If you do exactly what I teach you with the scripts and the attraction marketing that I teach you, you'll get 100 leads in your first 30 days if you do what I tell you to do. Because you're able to give away free value to these people. Now you created a result. Now you can create trainings. And she's like, yeah, but it's all – I'm like, even if I coached you with my Leaderboard Formula program, you're going to need another system. You're going to need ClickFunnels. You're going to need lead pages. I said this. You're going to need to set up your autoresponder right away. You need to do all these things. My Lead System Pro, we're giving you the shortcut. You got a funnel already created for you, okay? You got emails coming out from one of the greatest copywriters in the industry, Brian Finale, going out to your prospects. And they're going in your back office. Once you get those 100 leads, we're going to create your own list. We'll create your own funnel. We'll do all that. She didn't get it. So what I said to myself is, Mike, take a step back.
Breathe.
If you don't have haters, you haven't become big enough yet. You know what I'm saying? So what she was trying to say is, you know what she was trying to do too? And Ray posts about this stuff when like people hate on him, Ray Higdon. She goes like this. She goes, I trusted you, but I learned my lesson. Thanks for teaching me this lesson that I shouldn't trust, I should learn. Like, tried to make it like, you know, like I'm a scammer. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like, she tried to like, but you know, people that they try to make you feel guilty, but what that is her seeing that I absolutely crush it. And like, she just got overwhelmed and she just quit. I know you guys have a lot of My Lead System Pro members that watch your stuff that are already in. And I know you're recruiting new people too. The bigger you get, the more haters you're going to get. You know what I mean? But that means you're making some money.
What would you say is your proudest moment in your network marketing business or your business so far?
Well, in my network marketing business, well, the one that I'm in right now, the online business, I only been privately promoting for 7 weeks. I haven't did a video. I haven't sent an email. I haven't done an advertisement. All that's been through my private contacts. I haven't spent the dime on an ad. No online marketing, because I built a new warm market on Facebook. I built new friends and family, even though they're not my friends and family. They're my Facebook friends and family, I guess. I made, in the last 7 weeks, in this business that I'm in right now, $10,830.74 in 7 weeks. All on the internet, without prospecting friends and family, without doing a home meeting, without even doing a webinar. Nothing. For my friends and family that I created from the things I learned in My Lead System Pro.
That's what it's all about.
Very well done.
MLSP
really
is. I like to explain to people with MLSP, you know what it does? In the beginning, you don't understand. And I told that story about this woman. She didn't understand what she had. Literally, me like letting you in my program, just joining MLSP, I blessed you. Like, I gave you a skill that'll make you $100,000 a month online, never leaving your house. I blessed her. She didn't see the vision of that. So you guys that are thinking about joining MLSP, right? With MLSP, I'm just going to sum up the whole thing, right? You're like autoresponders, clicks, clacks, capture pages, Facebook advertisement, Instagram, Google+, YouTube, your sister's ass. All it is this. This is what MLSP is. MLSP allows you to build rapport with people who are already interested in the network marketing industry, because you're able to share with them value that's going to help them in their business. And in turn, they become new friends and family on the internet, okay? And if you get with the mantra, rewind back to the beginning of this hangout where I talked about consistency is the key to online success. If you are doing it long enough after you build that rapport and you're 6 months in, when you're ready to promote your business to the person that opted into your lead, and just go direct for them. Just say, listen, I'm bringing in 30 new people this month. We connected before, I'm bringing 30 in front line, a whole new team. And we're going to take those 30 people and we're going to build it to 1,000 people. And you just reach out to them, you start saying that, I'm telling you right now, you're going to absolutely crush it. So when you look at MLSP, if you're thinking about getting in, get in right now to build your warm market on the internet.
Mike, give us one or two of your favorite quotes.
Well, one of them is by Eric Thomas. You guys know. Do you guys know who E.T. is? You
Love
know
E.T.
Right, and what does he say? One of the things. When you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. Because what's going to happen in that process is you're going to do whatever it takes. You don't care if you need to call 50 people, if you got to do a video, you got to send an email out. You don't care. When you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, hold your breath for 2 minutes. Hold your breath for 3 minutes. Try to hold it. You'll probably faint. Hold your breath or go underwater and hold your breath. Think about when, after a minute or so, when you're like, oh, I got to go, I got to get the air. When you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful.
Mike, give us one habit that's helped you become successful in your business.
One habit is a daily action plan. So what I did was, once I figured out the whole Facebook messaging thing, I said, every single day, I'm going to add 50 new friends a day to my Facebook. Now, not all of them accept me, and I'm adding 50 every day. 25, what I do is, if you spread it out 2 hours, you're good. 25 when you wake up in the morning, wait 2 hours, add another 25. 50 a day in the network marketing industry. That's my target market. 50 a day. Just a little tidbit, knowledge, 1,000 outstanding friend requests, and then you got to delete the outstanding. So that was and then obviously when they accept me, I message them every day. So 50 ads, I don't know who's going to accept me. The next morning, the first thing I do, so I add 50. I wake up the next morning, I add 25. Then I look at my most recent ads, who accepted me yesterday. And I see, 15 accepted me. And then I have an automated message that I send, hey, thanks for accepting me, blah, 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 15, boom. And then I add my another 25. And I just keep doing it every day until it just compounds and rolls up.
Leaders are readers, so they say. Give us one or two of your books that you would recommend that you've read in the last 6 months.
Well, this one probably goes without saying what I just told you. I didn't read it in the last 6 months, but it's been like my Bible. The compound effect. 50 a day, 50 a day, 50 a day. Send them my messages. 50 a day, 50 a day, 50 a day. Boom, you recruit 5 people in one day. How did that happen? How did you recruit 5 people in one day? Because I'm doing 50 a day for every day for the last 6 months. How am I going to recruit? It's just a compound effect of people. The other one is a book called Influence. It's on some other level about influencing people. It talks a lot about some of the science behind it. You heard about that, Miguel?
That book when I read that it's Robert Cialdini, and that book will change the way that you see marketing. It may even change the way that you see your life. To be personally honest, it actually shocked me a little bit when I read that book, just discovering what was involved in that science. But yeah, fantastic book.
Yeah, and the key to really having success on the internet, what the internet allows you to do. This is one of the things that really changed the game for me. Now, I told you I failed for 3 years. 2 years out there prospecting, all these people, never got any results. What the internet allowed me to do. Now, all through that process of me failing, you bet your butt, I was listening to Jim Rohn, I was listening to all this stuff. So I was becoming powerful, even though I wasn't making money. I was becoming powerful. And what the internet allowed me to do, it allowed me to build influence. And influence is how you build huge teams in network marketing. Influence, right? So what the internet does, and the things that My Lead System Pro teaches you is, it teaches you how any Tom, Dick, or Harry can just take their cell phone out, shoot a video, and share it on Facebook and build an audience. Doesn't matter who you are. You could be rich, poor, broke. It doesn't matter. As long as you understand how to create an attractive character, MLSP teaches you how to do that. And that is the key, my friends, to influence. Building the audience, sharing your vision, speaking your vision into the camera, looking into the eyes and the souls of the people that are on the other side of that camera, and just being real. And that So that's why I love that book, Influence. You know, it relates to everything that My Lead System Pro sort of stands for in a way.
Hey, Mike, give us one of the best piece of advice that you have ever received as it's related to your business.
The best piece of advice, I have to give my coach credit. My coach, Vince Reed, my traffic coach, Vince Reed. I'm sure you guys know who Vince Reed is, right? So Vince Reed, I invested with him as a coach in 2015. I never looked back. That's really what made me propel into the success I got. But a lot of it was I had a lot of skills already, and then just doing that took me boom, you know what I mean? But what he taught me was, he said, never let, now this is a Facebook advertising tip from a coach. He told me, never have one day where you're not doing a paid advertisement. So since June of 2015, there has not been one day, Christmas, Thanksgiving, Easter, doesn't matter what day, Valentine's Day, while you're with your lovey-dovey, my ads run 24/7. I haven't had one day where I haven't spent money on advertising, whether I'm getting likes or whatever. And what he told me was, he goes, you just got to keep pushing. You just keep pushing. You just keep coming back. He goes, you just push through because there's so much noise. But if you just keep going, you just, like he just said, you just going to stay with your foot on the gas no matter what. And that kind of propelled me too, because it's just like, whoever's followed me or met me 2 years ago, 3 years ago, they're like, this guy does not stop. So I would say the best tip he gave me, and I know a lot of people don't have money for Facebook advertising right now. I know that. And I was crazy. I mean, I put it on a credit card, the psychopath, but most really successful entrepreneurs are a little psycho anyway, What I would say to you is, if you don't have the money for advertising, whatever you do, just keep doing it. And I know a lot of you are part-time, so don't burn yourself out like I did with the 90-day, it like put me out of business. Do 1 or 2 pieces of content every week, no matter what. Doesn't matter. You got to keep doing it no matter what. And if you just keep coming back, you just keep pushing forward, keep adding friends, you keep building that audience. I mean, you got 5,000 free spots. You got a Facebook profile. There's 5,000 leads there. You got 5,000. You can make 10,000 easily a month from those 5,000 if you know what you're doing and you're consistent. I would say my greatest advice was just be consistent, never stop pushing, never take your foot off the gas.
Now, we're marketers, so give us a moment in your business that you were struggling and then you had that aha moment. The light bulb went off. Everything just started clicking for you. What was that breakthrough moment for you?
The breakthrough was really when I started to do webinars. That was my breakthrough because, I was getting leads and doing all these things, and I failed. This is during that 3-year cycle of failure. I would get leads, and I would try to do emails and do all these things. And what I found is, if you don't get people live, either through a phone call or a live webinar, you don't have your conversions are not as high because they watch the video for 5 minutes. Their kids are crying in the background. They're not paying attention as much, especially if you're not a big leader on the internet where you could command attention, right? So when you're new, you don't command attention. You're just kind of this new guy. They're checking you out. They're like, let's see who this guy is. But you don't have those results where you just have this influence where anything you say, they just listen to you, I found when I started doing webinars is when everything changed for me. And through that process of doing webinars, my communication skills went through the roof. So I started doing webinars every week. I think I did a webinar every week for like a year and a half. Now I just do live streams. I haven't been doing webinars. Not that they're not good. It's just not my focus at the moment. I found something that works for me, and I've been just doing live streams and things like that. But I would say the biggest breakthrough was going live. Even if it's a live stream, going live and getting people live.
Hey, I want to go ahead and turn this show over to Miguel. Miguel, do you have any final thoughts or words that you can go ahead and share?
I do. Guys, listen up. It was all covered. Rewind this. Watch it again. Pay attention. You need the tools. You need the background. You need the ability and the skill at the level to be able to step into the big time, to step into the big money, to step into the 10 grand in 6 weeks, to 10 grand in a month, to 10 grand in a day. You need the skills to be able to do that. And My Lead System Pro is the answer to get those skills. There's a reason this company has been around for a very long time, because we produce the best leaders. We have the best leaders. We have the most prestigious community on the internet right now. All of the leaders we interview come from one place. So when you're ready to join that community, become a part of it, start getting real results in your business, head on over to theinfluencetribe.com, click the yellow button that says, yes, I'm ready to go. And rock and roll with a leader that's going to take you there. Can't wait to hear from you. Scott, go ahead, buddy.
Mike, this is our final question, and it happens to be our $1 million question. Here's the scenario. You've lost all your income, but you have all the knowledge you currently possess. If you had to start all over again, what would you do in your business to start getting results immediately?
Okay, I have no money, but I got all my skills. I'd create my Facebook profile, or have a Facebook profile, and I'd start adding friends that are already interested in network marketing for free. I wouldn't do anything else. I joined My Lead System Pro, so I have something that's going to build that rapport. So I joined My Lead System Pro. I find a way to do it. I don't know, sell stuff, whatever. And I use my free Facebook profile, and I'd add people in the network marketing niche on my Facebook profile. There are millions and 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 millions. Did I say millions? And millions and millions and millions and millions of network marketers just on Facebook. Just on Facebook alone for free. You got 5,000 free spots on Facebook. Mark Zuckerberg blessed you. He's giving you 5,000 spots to share your content, share your vision with these people, and you can do it for free. Offering your cell phone. You don't even need a computer. You can just do it on your cell phone. That's it. So if you got a cell phone you don't even need a Wi-Fi. You can have a 3G or 4G connection and a dream to build a business. And you just need My Lead System Pro because you need that little rapport getter. You need that you need to learn the skills so you're a little different. You got to remember, this industry is bringing in, I don't know what the numbers are, but at least a couple million new people a month are coming into the industry. They never heard of My Lead System Pro, never heard of any of this stuff. I talk to people on the phone, I'm like, you ever heard of Ray Higdon? They're like, no, who's that? I'm like, I'm going to be rich. Like in their mind, I'm Ray Higdon. You know what I mean? They have no idea. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's what you got to understand about this industry. It's an industry of newbies. And if you get a My Lead System Pro, you could position yourself as a leader and just use your free Facebook profile.
Hey, Mike, do you got any parting words for our audience? Any wisdom or best advice that you can give? And give us how they can get in contact with you, the best way.
Best way to get in contact with me is on Facebook. Let me just go to just search Mike Anthony, facebook.com/Mike Anthony TV. That's my handle on my fan page. Shoot me a message on my fan page. That's the best way. All my content's on my fan page, so you can check me out to see if I'm the real deal Mac Daddy Holyfield, like I was saying before.
Love it. You definitely proved it here tonight, my friend. Absolutely.
You said parting words, right?
Yeah, best parting advice.
The one thing I would have to say, and I'm going to get serious, right? Don't let nobody steal your dream. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's your girlfriend, your wife, your mom, your cousins, your brother, your best friend. Don't ever let anybody steal your dream. I had people that would talk behind my back, make fun of me, laugh at me at Christmas parties. Oh, he's in one of those things, talk behind my back and say, oh, he's, what is he doing? He's brainwashed, all this stuff. Guess what? They're not laughing anymore. They're asking me how they can get in my business, and I don't even let them in. To tell you the truth, I won't even let. I say, they're like, well, how do I get to Google me, figure out what I'm in? You had your chance when I was failing, when I came to you and I was looking for support and you made fun of me and you were talking behind my back, laughing about me, telling jokes. They're not laughing anymore that I'm making $3,000 a day online doing nothing. They're not laughing anymore. So don't ever let anybody steal your dream. That dream that you have was put in your heart for a reason. It was put there. It was given to you. So hold it, cherish it, nourish it. Les Brown talks about this too. Hold it, cherish it, protect it, because it's yours. And don't ever let anyone steal your dream. And if you just keep coming back, if you just keep pressing forward, if you get into My Lead System Pro right now, one day, my friend, it's going to be your day. That's all I got, guys.
Awesome. Thanks, Mike, for coming out and sharing it with us. We appreciate you, bud.
Appreciate you all, guys. Look forward to the recording.
Folks, you are a product of the 5 closest people you hang out with. And tonight you've been hanging out with Mike Anthony. Mike, we want to thank you again for coming out. God bless you, sir. And we want to tell everybody have a good night.
Appreciate you all. Take care.
Thank you for joining us today at the Influence Tribe. All right, here's what you got to do. Run, don't walk. Over to theinfluencetribe.net for recaps of every show, training, and helpful resources. Make no mistake, your internet marketing success is waiting for you. Head to the website and prepare yourself to become a massive influencer.